Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I, and the stars in the sky, and the heart on the motor. There's so much better for wrong. If I could live all my life tonight, when I'm on the road, I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more.
Hey guys, it's Wingy and double jointed thumb hug. So in today's video, we're gonna be exploring how unique we are, and I'm not talking about like a sense of style or fashion or the fact that you're really weird, because I know I am very unique when it comes to weirdness, but we're gonna be having a look at whether we can do some interesting things with our bodies that only a certain percentage of humans can do, and I think every single one of us here is definitely unique. I'm sure you can do at least one of these, so let's totally celebrate our uniqueness by letting each other know in the comments box below which one of these we can do. And don't worry if you can't do any of these, I'll teach you how you can learn them. And hold up, if you guys aren't part of my fam, don't forget to click the subscribe button below. And the super cool thing is you'll be automatically entered into the current MacBook Air giveaway. And the only other thing you need to do to be part of the giveaway is subscribe to my vlog channel, which is linked down below. So good luck, and for bonus points, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and give this video a like. If we can get to 150,000 likes, that would be amazing. So without further ado, let's have a look at how unique each of us are. Let's go.
Now I got some peace of mind.
So here's a quick and simple test to see just how unique you are. So all you need to do is put your hands together, put your middle fingers over each other, and then keep them closed tightly. Now holding this position, try and separate your ring fingers. You probably won't be able to, and you'll feel like your fingers are paralyzed. Okay, this feels really weird, guys. I don't think I can do it. You can also replicate the same thing on top of a table. So basically put one hand on a table and then bend your middle finger underneath that hand. You'll notice that in this position, you can lift your thumb, your index finger, and your little pinky off the table. But if you try and lift your ring finger off the table, you won't be able to. And the reason this happens is because all the tendons in your fingers are independent except for your middle and your ring finger. So these two fingers share a connected tendon, so when your middle finger is bent, your ring finger cannot be extended. So if you're one of the few people that can actually do this trick, you're very unique.
'Cause I know that it's all just fake, but I'm gonna be okay.
Now try this one at home with me, guys. Can you raise your upper lip on one side only? I actually can do this, so let's try it together. If you can do this like me, you have a prominent Elvis muscle. And yes, Elvis as in the king of rock. So you're pretty unique. Twinnies! And this muscle was named after Elvis because of the famous snarling expression he did all the time that he's pretty much known for. It's like Mia. This muscle is actually called Elevator Labii Superioris Alac Nasi. It's a big mouthful, guys. It's actually the longest muscle name that exists on the human body. And now you can be weird like me.
And it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget?
Apparently, it's impossible to lick your own elbow. And apparently, 50% of people that hear this sentence immediately try and do it. Did I catch you? Any of you guys? But there are in fact some people that can do it. And apparently the Guinness Book of Records get at least 5 calls a day from people that claim that they can do it and that they are special. And if you're one of the few that can actually do it, it means that you have either a shorter upper arm length or are hyper flexible. Or I guess you could have a super long tongue. But either way, you'd be pretty unique. Hold on, I heard that sentence. Can't do it. I'm not unique.
There was a tempting sound. We went to search for it for some reason.
So there's this ability where people can actually shake their eyeballs super quickly from side to side. It actually looks super crazy, like they're vibrating or jiggling around. And I can't do it, but I know people that can, and it looks super creepy. This is an ability called voluntary nystagmus. And this is quite rare, so if you guys can do this, you would not only be unique, but you'd also have a great party trick to impress or scare your friends. Or maybe get a starring role in a horror movie. So let's try it together. Okay, I think I just look crazy. Nah, it's not happening. I knew this.
We flew through open air. We gambled hard. We won. Fought hard to get us there.
Can you bend your thumb backwards and touch your forearm? Let's try it together right now. So as creepy as this looks, I can actually do this. Yay! Hashtag unique cause. Get it? This is actually an example of hypermobility which occurs in 10 to 20% of people. It causes particular joints to be super mobile and is sometimes called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. These people can sometimes even bend their knees forward, which is super scary. And probably lots of contortionists actually have this syndrome. But don't worry, just having a flexible thumb doesn't mean you have this syndrome. You need to have several other problems as well, which thankfully I don't have. But guys, I've always loved watching contortionists and I think it's such an incredible skill. If you can roll your tongue into a tube, let's do it together right now. Unfortunately, this doesn't actually make you unique. In fact, 70% of people can do this and only 30% can't. But if you're one of the 30% that cannot do this, don't worry, it's actually a skill you can practice. However, there are some people with additional control of their tongues. For example, twisting it from side to side. Let's try this. No, it's not happening. I can't do it. Nope. Or even creating patterns on it, like a clover leaf. No, I suspected as much. These additional skills are definitely much less common, and if you can do any of those, you are definitely one of the unique ones.
A man overboard. We've been here.
Can you wiggle your ears? Let's give it a go right now. Is it moving, guys? I don't think so. So if you're doing this at home and you're raising your eyebrows or moving your mouth, you're cheating, like me. Only 10% of people have the ability to only move their ears alone. Apparently, the reason why we can't move our ears that easily was discovered in 2006 by scientists. Ear muscles are actually controlled by a nucleus in the brain separate to all other facial muscles. Compared to other animals like bats or cats, this nucleus is actually rather small in humans. Apparently, you can actually learn to activate this nucleus by isolating the muscle in the ears over time. But I've tried and cannot for the life of me figure out how to do it. So if you guys can, you will be one of the very few unique people that have learned this skill. So the ability to raise one eyebrow is actually not as common as you think. So let's give it a go now and see which eyebrow you can raise. There's my left. The right's not happening. You've probably seen this expression around when someone's being skeptical about you or something. But if you can do this, most commonly you can only do it on one side. I've met very few people that can do it on both. So if you can do it on both, you are definitely considered unique. And if you can't do it at all, don't worry, just roll your eyes. But don't worry, if you guys really want to learn this, you can. It's one of those abilities that you can learn over time. So basically, to get started, all you need to do is hold one eyebrow down with one hand and raise the other one with the other, like this. This is best done with a mirror, and over time, you'll be able to detect the right muscle movements in order to keep one eyebrow up. And once you're familiar with this, try doing it without your hands. And finally, when you can do one side, practice with the other side. I didn't actually know you could learn this ability, so now I'm going to try and do it on the other side. But just a warning, guys, I've noticed just by doing it on one side a lot that one of my eyebrows seems to be higher than the other, and it seems to be the side I raise a lot. So definitely practice doing it on both sides. Can you lick your nose or chin with your tongue? Let's give it a go. Nope. Ugh. Okay, now I think we can wipe our faces together. So this ability is actually quite unique and is also apparently genetic. So if your parents or siblings can do this, you have a very good chance of doing this as well. But if you can't, don't worry, maybe it's because you weren't born with the right genes. And apparently only 10% of the people in the world can do it. So if you're one of them, you are very unique.
Watch out, this small world is closing in, no doubt.
So have you guys ever heard of the word gleeking? And I'm not referring to the people that watch Glee. Gleeking actually happens when saliva accumulates under your tongue and then shoots out in a jet like a sprinkler or a snake. Gleeking usually occurs accidentally from the pressures of talking, eating, or yawning. For me, I noticed it when cleaning my teeth, or unfortunately sometimes when I'm about to speak to someone and then you try and like pretend nothing happened. But did you know gleeking can also be induced? This is done by pressing the bottom of your tongue up against your palate and then forcefully pushing your tongue forward. Practicing is usually required to induce gleeking consistently. And whilst most people can gleek accidentally, only 1% of people can gleek on command. But I don't even know why you'd want to do this, maybe apart from the fact that you can say that you're on gleek. I'm punny, I'm punny. I hope you guys had fun today. I totally had fun making a fool of myself in front of the camera for you guys by trying these unique abilities. And don't forget to let me know which ones you can do down below. I kind of want to see from the WinjiCon fam which is the most common and which one of these are super unique among us. And if you guys want to see some unique content or me just being totally weird, you guys should join Reacticorns. It's a new channel that I do with Max, my fiance, and we basically do daily content where we react to funny things or play games, and there is so much that goes on there, guys. Let's have a look. Me and then her.
So pretty.
Oh, I gotta stay away from this.
I want this. Give it to me. Pretty.
And to join the channel, don't worry, I got you. I have linked it down in the description box below, so I'll see you guys there. And until next week, I'm gonna miss you guys so much, so I'll see you guys then. Bye! Love you!